This is a 1989 imported Toyota Soarer with 150 horsepower and 137 pound-feet of torque. It does 0 to 60 in just 7.9 seconds, and in 1989 it cost roughly 3 million yen or $21,000. It is one of the nicest grand touring luxury sedans to ever come out of Japan. I borrowed this Soarer from a viewer here in the suburbs of DC who recently bought it a couple months ago for $5,000. So today I'm going to show you its quirks and features, get it out on the road, and then finally give it a Doug score. And for more of my thoughts on this Soarer, visit my column on autotrader.com/overseer, where I've compiled a list of the coolest 90s cars to ever come out of Japan. Now I'll start with a quick overview of this Soarer, or what enthusiasts call GC20, which was produced from 1986 to 1991. They were sold in a coupe and a very rare aero cabin version. This right here is a coupe. There were several variants ranging from the base model to the GT Twin Turbo. This car was solely sold in Japan and competed amongst cars such as the Mazda Cosmo and the Nissan Leopard. This owner purchased the Soarer from a private seller who imported the car locally in October. I'm going to start under the hood where I'm going to show you a couple of the quirks and features about this car. I'm going to start off with this engine, which is a 1G GE 2-liter straight 6 with a 4-speed automatic. While we're under the hood, I'd like to point out these interesting labels that are all in Japanese. For instance, this first one says engine oil. Another quirk under the engine bay is the adaptive suspension, which I'll talk more about later. But perhaps one of the most notable features of this car is its styling, which starts with the headlights. The halogen beams are multi-purpose, serving as both low beams and high beams. Hold on. The wheels are nothing special, 15 inches and made out of silver aluminum. Now for your viewing pleasure, I'll attempt to sit in the back. As you can see, there's not much space, as I am 6'2", so if you're shorter, it should be alright. In order to open the trunk, you have to flip the badge to the left, insert the key, turn to the right, and there you go. The trunk is fairly large for a GT coupe, with 16 cubic feet of space. The badging is nicely integrated into the taillights. As we open up the trunk cover, you can see Toyota integrated these cool little tools, JDM tools, that could be used for when you need help. Along with the tools, Toyota also decided to add this cool little JDM spare tire. Another personal quirk to this car is its broken windshield washer. The GC20 is equipped with cloth seats that bolster you pretty well. Another quirk of this Soarer is a single lumbar button made for back support. This feature was only found on the most premium of vehicles. Even some cars today don't even have lumbar support. Maybe Toyota thought only the driver gets to be comfortable. Moving on, the carpets look like they came straight out of someone's house. The quality of these things are so nice. In terms of the infotainment, there isn't one. Not surprising, as this was the case for most of the cars in the late 80s. The car has a basic radio that has volume control, audio control, an aux, a tape, and a little cubby. This car is also equipped with live sound, which was a premium upgrade for the day. The car is also equipped with a microprocess automatic air conditioner, which was also innovative for the day. A quirk of the AC controls is that all the buttons are labeled in kanji. The owner, Morgan, says that when he first tried to use the AC, he didn't know what to push. Moving to the left of the car, another interesting quirk is within the glove box. As you look inside, the only two cup holders in the car are located in here. These air vents are pretty cool, as you can easily adjust them turning clockwise or counterclockwise. Revisiting the adaptive suspension, there's buttons inside the cabin that say Sport Auto and Normal Auto. Moving down from the adaptive suspension, you can see the two buttons here that are labeled Power and Econ mode, which change up the drivetrain of the car. When you press Sport Auto, the suspension turns from soft to hard. When you slow down around a tight corner, the suspension goes from medium hardness to extra hard. The car comes with a digital dash, which was pretty advanced for the 80s. Starting from the left side, you can see parking, reverse, neutral, drive, 2, and low. Also, whenever you change your drive modes, they show here. Power and econ. On the bottom left, you can see the fuel, and on the bottom right, you can see the temperature of the engine. In the middle, you can see the speed in kilometers an hour. As I rev the engine, you can see how the lines go up and down. As you can see, this is all an illusion, as there's a screen here projecting all the information down on the mirror. Now I'm gonna start it up. Take a listen. So that was the tour of the 1989 Toyota Soarer. Let's get it out on the road and see how it drives. Some of my initial thoughts on driving this car is that the steering's very loose. As you can see, I can turn the wheel like this and there's not much movement in the car. Now putting it out of power and sport mode and in comfort mode, the car definitely feels a lot more comfortable and the ride's a lot smoother. You can feel the bumps a little less. As I put the car into comfort mode, I can definitely feel the differences in the drive. It's a lot smoother. And yes, the AC does work. Again, with the seats, they really bolster you in, and you do feel pretty good. And I'd say for a Grand Touring car of the 80s, it's a very nice buy. Alright, I'm sorry for the shaking, guys, but now we are going to perform a nice little pull. As you can see, there's a little bit of pickup with the car, but I'd say for a Grand Touring car, there's more than enough power. I can assume the twin turbo model of this car would be a lot faster, but I'd say, once again, for a Grand Touring car, it's more than enough horsepower. The owner, Morgan, says he gets a lot of looks because the car's right-hand drive, and I'd assume so. Heading into the weekend category in styling, the Soarer gets a 7 out of 10 for its classic 80s boxy look. The Soarer also gets a 4 out of 10 for acceleration, as it does 0 to 60 in 7.9 seconds. In terms of handling, the car gets a 5 out of 10 for its very loose steering. The coolness of the car is a 9 out of 10, as it is a right-hand drive car in the US. Its importance is a 4 out of 10, as the Supra and other cars in Toyota's lineup are much more important than the Soarer. That gives it a total of 31 out of 50 for the weekend score. Jumping into the daily category, the Soarer gets a 6 out of 10 for features, a 7 out of 10 for comfort, as there is lumbar support and very comfortable seats, a 5 out of 10 for quality, as there is a lot of cheap plastic and not that much leather in the interior, a 5 out of 10 for practicality, as it doesn't get good gas mileage and the back seats are fairly small, and a 4 out of 10 for value, as these cars are slowly depreciating over time. This brings the total score to 27 out of 50 for the daily category.
See something with the cup holders.
All right. Wait, those are cup holders?
Yeah. Just say like what? Did they put a computer here or something? I don't know.
Oh shit!
No, get the hell out of here!
What the fuck?
Yes.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Get up! The GZ20.
Hold on, wait.
Oh, okay. You ready? Go. Another cool little quirk of this car is it's. Yeah, turn it up.
What the hell? Why did you do that?
I don't know. It smells good. What's all touch? Fuck, why do I keep saying touch up on? Shit, talk more about. Alright.
Wait, hold on.
You want me to just point at this like this?
Hey, come on, let's finish this.
Oh.
Is that all that turns?
No, you have to force it. When you give it some gas, it goes more.
God.
It does 0 to 60 in 7.9 seconds, and it costs roughly $3 million. Moving on to the truck.
Wait, not yet.
Okay, what?
Why is there an ice cream machine, bro? Ice cream truck, bro. This is just gonna ruin our thing. Oh my. Really weird.
This owner purchased this mint Soarer from a local. Shit.
Don't say mint, bro. Audi mirror doesn't say mint.
Alright. When you press Sport Auto, the suspension turns from soft to hard. This is the gayest thing I've ever said.
You're gonna have to cut so much out of this video, dude.
Dude, look at the back, look at the back, look at the back. Look at it in the wind, look at it in the wind. Look at it in the wind. I want to give a special shout out to my boy Joseph for editing the video, my boy Tiki for filming the video. And if y'all want to see another video of me doing a review on a Volvo 240 or a stock BRZ, just let me know, comment below, and like the video. Thank you, y'all.